Friends, there was an old king in a kingdom. This king did not have a child to hand over the kingship of this country after him. So this old king wanted to choose a good man to hand over the kingship of this country after him. The story that I am going to tell you today is how this king chose a worthy king. One day, this old king sent a message to all the country asking all the young people who want to participate in the competition chosen by the king to come to the palace. So the next day, many young people from the country came to the palace to participate in this competition. The king came to meet these young people and distributed to all of them seeds that grow beautiful flowers. King Dala said, "In exactly 1 year, we will meet in the palace like this. You should plant the seeds that have been distributed to you in a beautiful flower pot and take good care of them with water and fertilizer. Next year, we will meet like this, and the kingship of the country will be handed over to the owner of the most beautiful flower plant." So all these young men took the bones and went home. Go and get beautiful flower pots and plant those seeds. Some time passed like this. Taking part in the competition chosen by the king, the young people began to proudly talk to others about how well their flowers have grown. But if you enter this competition, no plant will grow from the seeds of only one young man. When everyone else was talking about the beauty of their flower plants, they all laughed at this young man who had no plants. This young man was also very sad, because now he knows that he will lose the contest to choose the king and that he will not get the kingship. So he decided not to go to the place chosen by the king. Then the young man's mother said, "Son, you must go to the palace that day. Don't stop the competition you participated in. You worked very hard to plant these plants. It doesn't matter if they don't plant. That's why you must go there. Now the day has come to choose the king from those young people." All the young people who participated in the competition went to the palace very happily with the flower pots with their plants. That young man took his empty flower pot and went to the palace because of his mother's insistence. The flowers of the other youths were very beautiful. So the young man who was holding all those empty flower pots smiled. Now all those young men came to the palace. The king also came. Choose the winner. The king went to each competitor and inspected their plants. The young man came near. The king looked at the empty flower pot and said nothing. After inspecting the plants of each young man, the king went to the throne and stood. The king ordered the soldiers to bring the young man carrying an empty flower pot. This young man was afraid. After that, the soldiers took this young man to the king. The king was wearing the crown on his head and the young man put it on his head and said that this is your king from today. The king said, 1 year ago, I gave all these boiled seeds. They did not sprout. So all of them cheated to get the kingship, but this young man was the only one who was honest. He is the one who is fit for the kingship. After that, a big ceremony was held and this young man was given the kingship of the country. Because of this young man's honesty, he got the kingship. Let us always live as honest people. Be honest with everyone. Good night, my friends. We will meet tomorrow with another beautiful story.